All right, guys, here is my mini lesson on the Dark Ages. Please remember, feel free to keep sending in your ideas, and I will do a social studies lesson every day. So why is it so dark? It's not because somebody forgot to pay the electric bill. The Roman Empire fell. Libraries are destroyed, knowledge is lost, there's less emphasis on arts and culture, it's more about survival. The only part of the empire that really keeps focusing on learning is going to be the Catholic Church. So you can see based on this map, the Roman Empire was huge, and now that is all going to be fractured and falling apart. So what's happening? Why is it getting darker? The Roman army no longer provides stability. You don't have this unifying force covering a huge chunk of Europe. The Germanic invaders are wreaking havoc. If you look here on the map, it shows different attacks and raids throughout Europe. So trade's disrupted. There's no peace and prosperity. Larger cities can be dangerous now because there's no force to protect you, and they look juicy to invaders for the wealth and resources that they have. So language, Latin under the Romans unified everyone. Well, now that's all fractured. You're going to get a bunch of different Germanic languages, um, and Latin is going to end up being basically a dead language. So this shows the different Germanic kingdoms, the Goths, the Visigoths, Huns. They're going to be moving all throughout Europe and North Africa. We're going to get new leaders emerging, the Angles and the Saxons. And then the Anglo-Saxons are going to go attack the United Kingdom. And then we're also going to get the Franks. So here's the Frankish leader, Clovis. So he converts to Christianity, which gives him a more powerful tie with the church. And then it gives him more power over for his tribe. And the Frankish kingdom grows. So, and this would be located where present day France is. So you can see the conquest of Clovis in the darker green, and then the lighter greens are going to be added. And then you have the Bretons and the Saxons are going to basically be almost like allies or tributaries to the Franks. Then we have Charles Martel. He's going to be famous for winning the Battle of Tours. He's nicknamed Charles the Hammer. The reason why the Battle of Tours is so important is it's going to stop the Moors who are coming up from Africa and spreading Islam. So this is going to basically, for hundreds of years, stop the spread of Islam into Europe and going to keep Europe Christian. He is the father to Pepin the Short and also to grandfather to Charlemagne. So this shows the kingdom of the Franks. Moving on. Pepin the Short. Now, Pepin the Short is not like really short, okay? At that time, the term the short meant like younger, okay? So it's not that he was like 4 feet tall or anything. So now he is crowned by the Pope, and he actually gives a chunk of land to the church. These are going to be called the Papal States. This is going to be where the Vatican is going to be built. And it really shows how now the Pope has a role in politics. So now we have Charlemagne, which means Charles the Great. He's going to build the greatest empire in Europe since Rome. He spreads Christianity. And I love this image. The Pope is crowning him, so it shows the power of the Catholic Church. And he's going to reunite basically Europe. What does he do once he's in power? Centralizes power with him, collects taxes, which are going to be called tithes, spreads Christianity, establishes monasteries. Monasteries are going to be centers of learning. But when he dies, the kingdom is divided up among his sons, and they just screw it up. And all the gains that Charlemagne hadn't gotten fall apart. So medieval monastery, this is what it looks like, the center for learning, Charlemagne's empire. The Vikings are going to come in, further destabilizing the region, and people are going to switch to feudalism for protection. So knights and kingdoms and lords, and then this is what it's going to look like.